Good morning to all you guys. All you guys that just popped in, happy Monday to you. Now, today we are going to go over that assignment for the schedule. And I see that there were a couple of you guys that had questions about it. So we're going to try and get those questions taken care of. But we're about to go through a pretty in-depth tutorial on what we are looking for and how we are going to do it. Now, one of the things that we have to do is in our Google spreadsheets, we are going to take what our class schedule is and we are going to try and input it. But on that first one, when you guys got that document from me, it should have had 2 pages on it. It should have the master schedule and it should have the student version. All right. The master schedule just has a breakdown of when all the classes are going to be going on. And it also has what the color code is that you guys will be using to match up those classes. So what this assignment was supposed to do, yes, it's going to teach you how to use Google Spreadsheets. It's going to show you how you are supposed to color code and also use your formatting tools in Google Spreadsheets. But also it could be a helpful tool for you guys that need some way to track your schedule. So what we need to do is, first off, what it said, one of our tasks was to highlight and add in the color codes for the classes that we have. So if I have acting, all right, that is color coded as one of the gray areas. So I just want to go up to my paint bucket, fill it with gray, all right? Just make sure I have the same color. Maybe I have Mr. Kelly's STEM class. That is also another gray class. So I will go in, I will color code that with gray. All right. And I have Spanish. All right. That is in light orange, I believe. Let's see. Spanish is, yep, light orange. So if I have a Spanish class, I go up to the paint bucket and I color code that with light orange too. All right. So now I do that with all of my classes, and that should give me a grid of the classes that I need to look for once I start plugging those into my student schedule. So right now I'm just working with you guys working with the fill function. All right. I put together all the grid layouts, so those are already inputted for you guys. When we move over to our student schedule, all right, this one is sort of self-explanatory, but what you have to do when you go into the student schedule, you want to make sure that you have your course name. So whatever class I have for ELA, I'm going to put that class in. I'm also going to put my teacher in, and I'm going to put the days that they have their live lessons. All right. So I have one that's already kind of pre-formatted. So for my ELA, maybe I have writing and grammar. I'm in 8th grade and it's a CP class. You don't have to put all that. You could just put writing and grammar, and I'm fine with that. I put in my teacher. Her live lessons are on Tuesday and Thursday, and they go on at 11 o'clock. All right. So what I want to do is I go through, I put that in, and once I get down to my bottom schedule, so I know that her classes are 11 on Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, Thursday, I want to make sure that I have my live ELA classes put in. Once I have all those classes from my student online schedule, I want to put that on the bottom. Now, I know someone said that they didn't get the student online schedule, but on the bottom, as long as if you're on a phone, it's going to be a little bit different. If you click on something, it's going to make it go into edit mode. So if you are on a phone, make sure that you're not clicked on anything, and you can tell that because you'll get a little check mark up in that upper left-hand corner. So just push on that check mark to make sure you're not in edit mode. And along the bottom, it will give you a couple different pages that you can scroll through. So right now I have one that I already have a couple classes plugged in. I want to go through originally and put in what I have for each of these classes. All right, and those color codes again are right here on the left-hand side. Now, once I go through and I have all those classes inputted, I want to make sure that I color code them. And an easy way to do it, if you have one or more classes, well, actually more than one class of the same color, what you want to do is if you're using a computer, you can click on it. And if you hold the control button, you can pick multiple classes, they will be the same color. So then when you go through and you have to add in that color, I believe these are blue. So once you go through, it'll fill in all those colors all at once. So then you won't have to go through and continue to put them up one by one. All right. So as long as I go through and maybe I want to pick, I know I have a couple of them that need to be gray. Okay. I go through, I pick my gray color. And once you hover over it, it will tell you the color scheme. Now, this is the simple part of it. When you go through for your schedule, you're just going to go through, make sure you input course, teacher, the day, and time. And also take note of their recorded lessons, because the recorded lessons will tell you the days and times that those those live videos that were recorded will go up. Okay. Or some teachers may go through and just record a whole alternate lesson to put up on those auxiliary days. So just make sure that you take note of when those days are going to be. All right. Once we have all this information, all right, if you're following along, you can open up your Google Calendar right now, because I'm going to show you how to enter these in so you can get an update on when these classes are about to take place. I like to have like a 5-minute reminder, just so I know that, okay, that class is about to start. Let me get over here and let me log on. All right. So when you open up your Google Calendar, all right, I have calendars for each of the classes, but what you want to do, there's a feature that says other calendars. We're going to add a new calendar. So create a new calendar for this one. All right. This one is going to be our online schedule. All right. And we could put this classes. All right. So just make sure that you still have it in Eastern time, so you have the correct timing. All right. I'm going to create that. So now that we've created that calendar, we're just going to find it on the side if you want and make sure it's activated. All right. What I want to do is I want to go through and I want to log these in. Now, when I log these into my calendar, all right, so on Monday, if I know I have a tech class on Monday, I'm going to go and I'm going to put that in, that tech class for 9 o'clock. All right. So once I have all that information in, I'm going to go back. All right. We'll go to create. We'll go to add an event. It's going to be my tech class. All right. My tech class starts at 9 a.m. It goes until 9:30. Right now, I know it's a little bit past that, but what we will do, we will go through. We'll put that for today. All right. Now, I want to click on this more options function, because what that does, that's going to open up that reminder feature. All right. That reminder feature, I could get a notification. I want that notification 5 minutes before that event is about to happen. All right. So I want to make sure that once this event, so 8:55, so I remember to go to class, I'm going to get an alert. All right. It'll either pop up if it's on your computer, it'll pop up on your computer. It'll go to your Gmail, because most of you guys should be in Gmail when you're working with this anyway. So it'll go to your Gmail, and if you're on your phone, it will pop up with a phone reminder. All right. So now, one thing that I like to do, so I don't have to do this for each one, is go in, it repeats. All right. It's going to repeat weekly. So I can go through, I can make it custom. So I know this repeats every week. We have our tech class on Monday and we have it on Wednesday. All right. Now we're going to stop at the end of the year. So you can go all the way until that Wednesday, June 17th. It doesn't matter. We could just take it out that long. If we stop doing that before it, that's fine, but at least you'll have it towards the end of the year. So now I went through, I put that in. I have it's from 9 to 9:30. I have it going weekly from Monday and Wednesday, and I have it going out to the end of the school year. I have my notifications set up. So I make sure I get a notification 5 minutes before what that class is. And I know it's my tech class. And just in the description, if you want, just so you remember what it is, it's my live lesson. All right. With all right. And I like to put multiple exclamation points since that person's the bestest teacher ever. All right. So just so you remember that, we'll go through and then we'll save it. And we'll make sure that that tech class pops up on there. All right. 1 second. Let me just.
Mr. Rebnow,
Yes.
what if we already put our stuff in like before in Google Calendar? So like I already have this stuff in.
That's fine. If you don't want to save it, that is fine. But I just want you to know how to use those features. You don't have to use this calendar that you created. But what you need to do is you need to make sure that you turn it in and know that you have all those features marked out. So once you guys are supposed to turn in the finalized copy of your schedule. So once you fill in your schedule and you have it all color coded, and when you turn it in, just make sure you go to the assignment and you will turn in that assignment on your Google Classroom, and I will just check to make sure that you have those functions done. The calendar function is more for you than for me, but I want to make sure that you guys know how to do it. So if you already have all that situated on your calendar, what I would suggest is going in just to make sure that maybe you have the reminder feature set up, and make sure that you have the repeat feature set up where you have it scheduled automatically, so you don't have to go in and put in each day. So those are some things that are going to help you in the long run, especially when you have to make more schedules and items like that. You want to make sure that you do it easier than instead of harder. You want to go in, plug it in once, and have it auto repeat for you instead of going through and putting it in one by one. Now, you guys don't have to actually use this calendar. This is more for an assignment just to make sure you guys understand how to use those features in Google Sheets. All right, so now that we have our main calendar, we have all of our classes in, we have all of them color coded. Once we finish up that, we have it in our schedule and we know what we're doing. All right, so when it shows up today, I know that I have a tech class. It shows me that my tech class was today. It's from 9 to 9:30. It's going to go on again weekly, Monday and Wednesday, all the way until the end of the school year. I have my note in and I have my reminders set up. All right, so as long as I have those functions in, I know that I did it the correct way. All right. And once I have that, once I have my calendar done, once I have my schedule done, all I have to do, sign on to Google Classroom, turn it in for a grade, and you're finished for the day. All right. Going forward, we will start up again with our lessons. We are going into our new lesson. Our next lesson that's coming up is you guys are just going to be creating a guessing game about yourself. All right. I will be posting that shortly after this video, and you guys can go on. If you're already ready to go and you're finished with this assignment, you can start on that, or you can wait until tomorrow till that video goes up with the instructions on how to do it. But that is it for our live lesson for today. I will hang around a little bit after, so if we have any questions or concerns or anything that you guys need help with. But I want to thank you guys for popping in, and I look forward to working with you guys. If you have any other questions, you can also come in from 1 to 2 for my office hours. With that being said, I'm going to stop sharing. And if we have any questions, we can get those out. But for right now, bye-bye.